of the tunnel to the delight of this sold-out crowd as his guys get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Kelly. Steps away to his left. And some room to roam now. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Try a little trickery here on the end around. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here's Kelly to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. Bye-bye Beasley. And he will score. Touchdown Falcons. The screen can be a tough play for a wide receiver. We saw it there. They have to look the football into their hands, then turn their head up and look upfield.
It's quite a checklist, isn't it? Watch the ball into your hands, tuck it away, get upfield, find your blockers. Sometimes the list gets lost in there, and the defense makes it work.
And they made it work. They got the fumble. They took it in for the touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Denver Broncos, they missed out on the playoffs for the 2nd straight year. Their offense coming back onto the field here, and that's coming off that Super Bowl 50 win. I don't know that we expected them to go back-to-back-to-back or anything like that, but I certainly don't think we saw them missing the playoffs the last 2 years, right?
No, you're correct on that one. And a big part of it is, what's one of those old adages in sports? That defense travels and defense is a constant. Well, the Broncos' defense has been exactly that. I mean, look, they were 3rd overall in total defense in 2017. So the idea that they're going to drop to that type of a record with a defense that good, that just tells you about all the offensive struggles they've had.
Yeah, we mentioned the quarterback troubles, and just 5-11 in 2017 for Denver. Again, Anderson. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Kelly. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first down throw. Kelly. Sanders has it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Now let's go. Get you back there. Here we go. Back to
back to the ground. Anderson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. A play fake. Now Kelly. And Thomas has it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. On the sneak, Osweiler. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Brock Osweiler scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and run it here. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, you know, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hey, let's go.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Shane Ray able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel from 19 yards away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Well, before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshall Lattimore on defense.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Kelly throwing again. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On the counter, it's Charles. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Broncos in their hurry up, trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. Got some real estate inside the 30. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Kelly to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the gun, Kelly. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback. A 9-yard touchdown run. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. To throw is Kelly. And he whips that one incomplete there. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more two-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second. And, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion. Now, last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak. But if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl. You were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
If you're running that route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Ryan. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now it's Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, here's Ryan. Forced out to it, and he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Here's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now Ryan on second down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. 23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Ryan. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A Falcon first down. Ryan to his young tight end, Hooper. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come out here in the eye. On the keeper, here's Ryan. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan taking it in. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind him.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
He can run, and I think the ball's out.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that will give him a 12-point lead.
It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points, but boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now a run with Anderson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brooks Reed in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Throwing on 3rd and long. Kellen got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And no, it's incomplete.